last batch here. Looks like we're going to solve using the TI-84. We're going to round to the nearest hundredths if necessary. And it looks like we have an absolute value and a quadratic. Now we could graph these guys. We know that this is a V shape and this guy's a U shape. So they might actually intersect possibly twice. I mean, it could look like this, right? Where they would intersect twice. But maybe they only intersect once. We don't know, okay? So rather than try to do this algebraically, which could be a really difficult problem, what I need to do is graph 1. Okay, so let's go get the absolute value with alpha f2. Okay, alpha f2 or alpha window. And that gives us the absolute value. And I'm going to get x plus 3, push over minus 1, push down. Then I get x plus 2 squared. Okay, we're going to do a zoom standard. Okay, there's the V. Okay, so we're going to actually have to zoom in here. That could be more than one intersection. So zoom in, hit zoom, and if I go zoom in, I'm going to go right here. And just take a closer look at that. 1, 2, yes. Okay, so good thing I zoomed in because it wasn't quite so obvious. So now I'm going to go to the second calculator, second trace, and I'm going to get the intersection right here. Okay, right there. 1, 2, 3. And it is -2, 0. Okay, wonderful. Now second calculate intersect. And we're going to move over here. 1, 2, 3. And now we got -1, +1. Okay. And that's exactly what it's saying. Well, we couldn't trust that it wasn't going to be decimals. It could have been -1.05. You never know. So that's good. All right, so now we got a couple of quadratic inequalities. So this, I go to my graphing calculator again. So these guys, for number 30, I'm going to type it in exactly as I see it. And what I'm looking for is that which is below 0. This, I'm below 12. So let's see what's going on here. So y equals, now I'm set to 0, so that's good. This guy I'm going to set to 0 as well. Okay, so let's look at this guy. You got x squared plus 5x minus 14 and zoom standard. Okay, so it looks like I am less than 0 this whole region that's underneath the x-axis, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So -7 all the way to +2. So that is where I am negative. Okay, now it looks like -7 to +2. This is the one I want. I don't have two pieces. I don't have an or, and here just suggests that it's just this one piece, and then this guy suggests that it's greater than. In fact, these two are correct, but they need to be put together. So it's A that's the best answer, okay? Even though in two different pieces this is true, okay? But they're only half true, okay? So that's A. Now let's go ahead and graph this guy, but I am going to have to move that -12 over, okay, or that +12 over. So now my new equation is going to be -x squared plus 7x minus 24 is less than 0. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. All right, let's clear this guy out. Because I need to, if I set it equal to 0, that lets me know that I can just go below the x-axis. Okay, so -x squared plus 7x minus 24, zoom standard. Okay, I don't see it at all. So let's zoom out. Okay, so he is lower, so I'm going to now zoom in. But I need to tell him where to... Oh, wait a minute. Would you look at that, though? Do you notice that the entire thing is actually less than 0? The entire thing. So if the entire thing is less than 0, okay, that means that it should have been from -infinity to +infinity. So the answer actually is none of these. because the entire graph is absolutely below 0, so the whole domain. Okay, and that's it.